Speaking of making a difference in someone's life, Nick, could you tell us a little bit about the beneficiary for this last project that you guys did this year? And were you able to see any direct impact with the people? Obviously, there's the project that you did, but the people that you donated some of the revenue from this project with, what's the story there?
Yeah, super interesting story. And we, between me and Chris and Ryan and Ryan's wife, Danny, we were sort of like tossing around a lot of ideas for who to donate to. Because again, we want to do max benefit for max amount of people. And we actually found a very sort of close to home uh, sort of thing to focus on. There's a young fella named Jacob. He was a Sherwin-Williams store manager that actually a lot of the Gathering of Minnesota painters knew personally. And there was he was managing his store up in Minneapolis, and there was a tussle outside. Him being a good Samaritan, he goes out in the parking lot to help and is shot and is slowly recovering. He's got a young family, things like that. And yeah, so we just thought, you know what, this is perfect. Sherwin's a partner in the donation anyway, and we thought, you know what, this is great. It's a fellow Minnesotan we all know and love. The Sherwin's behind him, and we're just going to do max benefit. So I went and looked for the biggest possible job we could to provide him the max benefit. And yeah, it was a really good cause. That sort of yeah, that sort of yeah, it was an easy cause to get behind.
And I think you mentioned Sherwin was a partner here on this project. They donated materials. Is that right?
Yeah, they donated probably $6,000 or $7,000 worth of paint for this project, and yeah, it is not a small thing. And if you have a worthy cause, and if you have worthy people involved with the cause, you can make big asks of companies for the right reasons. It's a big thing.
Chris was supposed to be joining us today, but as we're talking about serving our community, he's out busy fighting a fire as we speak. But so with all three of you guys out there, what is the reaction like from your teams? How do they like it?
Oh man, well, it was. I know I mentioned this earlier on the show, but it was, a lot of our team members are fairly new. So when I say the whole year, it's for however long they've been on our team. But um, it was probably the most fun day I've had this year. Honestly, like, I'm not on the brush as much anymore. So I know it was really fun for our team members to see me out there with a brush in my hand and spraying and getting dirty and getting the paintbrush in my hand. But um, it was they loved it. It was the most memorable day. And I mean, I know I've heard you guys talk about this before. There's certain things that go a long way, I think, for your team and your team members. And one is food. I think another I could add to that is doing charitable projects with your team. Um, they had an absolute blast. I mean, they still talk about it.